was a People's Choice Award for Ducati's most popular motorcycle in the country, or the one that sells the most, has to be the Ducati Scrambler. And not just because it is the most affordable bike in Ducati's portfolio, but also because it's just too much fun riding and it's not intimidating at all. Because I mean, look at it, it's 800cc and you do tend to get intimidated by super bikes, but this one is a hoot. And I would say don't worry about it, just get on it and be prepared to have a lot of fun and adventure. It's got LED DRL in the headlamps. The black cross in the headlight looks pretty neat. Now let's look at the instrumental cluster. It's pretty basic then compared to other competitive motorcycles, but I guess it is okay because we don't really use all of it. It's got gear ratio, your temperature, tripometer, odometer, time and everything. It's pretty basic, but I think this is all that we need. You can change the settings from this button. These are all the modes, the horn obviously. Let's just listen to the sound of the horn. It's not as crazy as other motorcycles. I like this. The Icon gets a new seat shape. It's more flatter and the foam density is also harder than the previous model, but in my opinion it could be a little more harder because comfort is what we really need on this motorcycle. The design and quality of the bike is obviously top notch. It's Ducati, so no compromises there. Everything is well built and attention to details is just perfect. The riding position is extremely easy and rider friendly. The handlebars are wide and upright, which is really good for your city rides and weekend getaways, but not so much for the long rides because the wind is going to blow in your face.
The gear shifts are smooth and positive. There's ample torque right from the bottom end of the rev range, and that translates to quick acceleration. The strong mid-range allows you to ride at low speeds in higher gears, which instills confidence, especially for the newbies.
The trellis frame, the revised suspension and Pirelli tires obviously gives you much more confidence, especially on the corners, even if it's a scrambler.
For safety, the bike gets Brembo monoblock calipers, cornering ABS system, which is obviously great for our Indian roads and riders.
Also, what is really short on this motorcycle is that when you look at the lower end of the bike, it is really tight. It is really tight. I'm 5'7", so it's not very comfortable for me, but people who are lesser than 5'6", it's going to be a very comfortable ride.
The bike is best to wiggle through traffic and is extremely light. It does not feel like 173 kgs at all. Very easy to maneuver.
Talking about the city ride, the bike does have a lot of power and ample torque to offer, so be careful of the heat, especially from the rear cylinder. It might roast you. I mean, I felt the heat even after I switched off the engine because I was taking a photograph. Scrambler's engine is all black engine with brushed fins and is powered by 803cc L-twin air-cooled cylinder, which produces 73 horsepower at 8,250 rpm and 62 Nm torque at 5,750 rpm. The exhaust gets a new cylindrical shape and sound is okay, I guess. I'm not that disappointed, but I know some of you might. I understand it's the emission norms and this is BS6 compliant. Let's hear the sound of the motorcycle. I'm pretty okay with it, but I know that you guys must be disappointed because it's not that horse, but I like it.
Scrambler gets the block pattern tires, which doesn't let you stop even when the tarmac does and the off-road fun begins. They do grip the bike tight.
The fuel tank capacity is 13.5 litre and it could give easily around 20 kilometers per liter, which is pretty generous for 800cc motorcycle, especially for Indians now, because today's Delhi price petrol is 101.84 rupees. That's right, we still have to keep riding motorcycles, so environmental friendly. So to sum up, the bike does have certain limitations. It's not as fast and sharp as other motorcycles available in the same segment in the market, but it is so much fun to ride. To make your buying choices easier, I would suggest that you understand what you really want from a motorcycle. It should complement your own riding style and not your friend's style, and not what looks super cool in your parking lot. Alright, before you go, please like, subscribe and share if you really like our auto content, and leave all your queries and questions in the comment section before. I'll be very happy to answer them all.